What's up guys and welcome back, and today we are flying from here London Heathrow to Stockholm Arlanda, again on board British Airways, and the operating aircraft is an Airbus A320-200. By the way, it's an A321 coming into land, and the registration of this aircraft is G-EUUY, so this time it's Echo Uniform Yankee, built in around September 2008. I think it's either August or September. I'm going to check after this one. And by the way, so this aircraft doesn't have sharkless, but it does have the new cabin with the newer seats. It doesn't have the old cabin design, not the seats, I mean. It doesn't have the old cabin design like when we flew last week, but this one has a new cabin design, by the way. And the seats are new as well, and flight time today is 2 hours around that, and flight number is BA782, and as you can see, we're here at London Heathrow Airport's Terminal 5 at gate number A2. It's A for Alpha, it's A2, and we're going to Stockholm Arlanda Airport's Terminal 2, where we came from last time. That's an A320 coming into land, that's BA1. So by the way, seat for this flight is it's 14A by the way. So let's see here. We have G-EUUY. Anyway, I have to go now. Alright, so this is the exciting bit. We're now boarding. So that's our plane. That one over there. Let's take a close look at that, and yeah, it's that one. Built in 2008, so it's not a new member of the fleet. Alright, so that's not our plane. The one over there, I think G-EUUY. I think it's built in either 2014 or 15. So that was a newer, one of those newer A320s. Not the Neo, the CEO current engine option. So that's on gate A3, and we're boarding from gate A2. So it was quite close. So it is in the main terminal building of Terminal 5. Gosh, I hate these queues. Alright, let's go in. Hey. Thank you. And yeah, it is the newer cabin.
Ja, men det ser från Frankrike till CEST.
Well, it's got the newest. It's got new lockers. So I like the seat design. So this is a Euro Traveller. No, sorry, it's Club Europe. And that's Euro Traveller. This is Club Europe and this is Euro Traveller. And sorry, I like the seat design, by the way. And we're going to be in seat 14A.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, alright?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, welcome.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. Welcome aboard this British Airways flight departing from
I'm
Stockholm.
taking the relaxed approach.
It's a very full flight.
This is the overwing exit seats.
Gin and tonic, and it would be perfect.
Smaller items. This may be a handbag.
So that over there's a seat for the next 2 hours.
Underneath the seat in front of you and not inside the locker.
Right, so we're now on board G-EUUY. Next to us is G-EUYU. So that's the main building of Heathrow's Terminal 5. This is our seat. Let's see how good the legroom is. Decent amount of legroom here. And the cabin design just looks great with the new overhead panels and the lockers.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
We have only one cup order there.
Nothing you need for now.
So you've got your High Life Shop magazine, and you've got your High Life in Flight magazine. This is your Business Life, and this is your M&S on board. That's what it looks like. I'm still really pissed off they cannot accept cash. Cabin. Passengers are boarding. This is our seat. 14A, our seat for the next couple of hours to Arlanda. So I've had a great time here in the UK, and I am sorry for the late upload of the flight report from Stockholm to here. I'm a bit sorry for the late upload of the train spotting at Ealing Broadway, which I hope you all enjoyed. Now I got to ride on Great Western Railway's new Class 387s. They're amazing, nice and clean. By the way, I've got a good amount of legroom there for a 2-hour flight. Wow, that's the Malaysia Airlines A350, all the way from Kuala Lumpur, from like towards the other side of the world. So obviously we're here at Heathrow Airport's Terminal 5, standing on gate A2. And yes, so for those of you guys who are wondering, my next flight report will be from Stockholm, Arlanda to London, Gatwick, on board Norwegian on the 8th of June on flight number D82857. And it is going to be a Boeing 737-800 definitely, and I'm hoping, because on Norwegian you have a 98% chance of catching the Boeing Sky Interior equipped on the 737s. So we are likely to get it because we've got it most of the time. Anyways, so this is just a view of the rest of the cabin.
You can have it down in flight, just take it.
This is your air sickness bag and the safety car. So this is Airbus A320. Anyways, I'll see you during pushback. Alright guys, so it's time for pushback, and so it will soon be time to say goodbye to London Heathrow. Oh, this is the news safety videos, which I like.
Have you done any safety videos before?
I'm not going to watch it.
Only feature films. Well, this could be your big break, okay, mate? So don't mess it up. Shall we get one in the can, guys? Okay, action! We will now demonstrate the safety features on this aircraft. Your attention is essential, as these may differ from any aircraft that you've flown on before. Take care your hand baggage does not block the aisles or exit. It must be put
under the seat in front of you, or in an overhead locker. Place items in the locker carefully as they may fall out and injure someone, especially if there's a bag full of duty-free goods, darling.
Actually, that was meant to join a lobby.
In case of evacuation...
Well, it's a lot of Polish Airlines 737 MAX, oh my god.
Absolutely nothing.
Look how cool it is, I wish I was on one of them.
Smashed it.
It's touching down.
Exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now.
There it is.
Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind
You can see over there.
behind you.
It's a 737 MAX, by the
In
way.
the event of an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. Your crew will now demonstrate this.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thanks. Please carry on, Dandy. Dandy.
Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. And remember, high-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the slide.
Please now fasten your seatbelt. It must be worn whenever the signs are on, and it is fastened and adjusted like this, and opened like this. Seatbelts must be worn when the seatbelt signs are illuminated. But for your comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times.
That's what I do. Keep mine on all the time. Even if I've got a blanket, I put it over. Very sensible.
Now it's the British Airways A320 coming into land.
If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically. Stay in your
That's the other engine starting up.
Watch out. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Please note that the bag may not inflate. In all the washroom, tub world, and first cabins, you may need to pull on the coloured streamer to release the mask. And please, you make sure your own mask is fitted before helping anyone else.
That was so wonderful. You'll get the pearls.
So I hope so.
Your life jacket is underneath or beside your seat. If required, please remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side. And thus a double bow. To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. Now the air in this rather wonderful jacket can be topped up by using this neat little mouthpiece. There's also a
It's another BA320.
and light combination for attracting attention, should you be one of those people who enjoys attention. And please, very obviously, do not inflate your lovely life jacket until you've actually left the aircraft. At which point, toggle up, inflate away, and whistle.
Flaps being
Okay, please now ensure that your seat
flaps being extended for takeoff. I think it's a flap setting of 1 or 2. Probably flaps 2.
and your table is folded away.
Genius. Look, I've got goosebumps.
Is that it? Just straight over?
That's it. You absolutely nailed it, Jim.
Any personal devices with flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed
Aer Lingus 320.
Take care your device does not get lost within your seat. If it does, please don't move your seat but let one of your cabin crew know. When not being used in flight, devices must be switched off and disconnected from the seat power socket. Sorry, that was a really good hit.
Thanks. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Smoking is not permitted anywhere whilst on board, and this includes the washrooms which are fitted with smoke detectors. E-cigarettes are not permitted either.
Oh, and wizard pipes, eh?
For good pointers, wizard pipes are completely out.
In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you will be told to adopt this protective brace position. If facing rearwards in Club World, you must adopt this position.
I'll see you during
Please study the
Right, so we're just going to taxi to the runway. And this is a British Airways 777-300ER. Looks really big as well. It's GSTBL. It's a whopper. This one is British Airways 787-9 Dreamliner aircraft, so it's G-EUUY. ZBKD. I wish I was on this one, or one of these. This one's a GZBJ, it's a 787-8. And again, it's Streamliner.
For the cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
That's an A319, I don't know the registration. So, I don't know where it's off to. This is British Airways 777-200. It's mostly a 200ER. This one's a very big one as well, and this one's A320, that's G-EUUY. I think it's got the old cabin. That's an Emirates A380. And an American Airlines 777-300ER and a Turkish Airlines 777-300ER taking off to Istanbul Ataturk. That Emirates is going to Dubai. And I don't know about the American, probably Miami or LA. And over there, at the distance, you can see Terminal 4. Terminal 3 is a bit further ahead, and then once you go further ahead from Terminal 3, you're at Terminal 2. And then I think you also have the abandoned Terminal 1, which is no longer in use. But my favourite terminal here at Heathrow is Terminal 3, for some reason. Alright, so after a long wait on the taxiway, it's almost our turn to take off. This is an Emirates to Dubai. He's got another 6 or 7 hours ago. The registration is A6EEV. I don't know what year he's built in. But anyway, he's taken off. And look, it's huge, isn't it? The A380. And now it's going to be our turn on the runway. So we're going to go towards the east when we're taking off. So this is the runway, takeoff runway, which takes you towards the east direction. So we're going to be flying over hopefully north of Essex and probably North London as well. But anyways, that's Heathrow's Terminal 5. And in the distance you can see Terminal 3. But anyways, so I had a great time here, and it's now time to say bye to London Heathrow. British Airways 787 and a 777 and another 777 there in the distance as well. There you see it. I didn't know we have a Flybe at Heathrow. A Flybe is just coming into land here. You usually have them from City Airport. Well, no, you usually have them from Gatwick or Southend. I'm not sure about Stansted. This is an A319. Look how tiny it is. Well, it's not as tiny as the A318, which is even tinier than this one. Heathrow is such a big airport compared to Gatwick and Stansted and all others. I think Heathrow Airport's just like Frankfurt and Amsterdam and Paris CDG and New York JFK and LAX, and also many other airports, I think. Oh yeah, I think another busy airport is also I don't know, I think Gatwick is a bit of a busy airport as well, but not as busy as Heathrow. So I think Heathrow, Paris, Frankfurt and all these airports are really busy. So are you all ready? So we're increasing the power. full power. So there we are. That's a BA A320. And over there you have an Iberia at Terminal 5. And the rest of British Airways. And there, in the distance now, coming up, I can see Terminal 3. It's an American 787. Look how cool it is. And that's Terminal 3. Lift off. And now I can see Terminal 2. The landing gear is being retracted. So finally took off. That's Terminal 2 over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Francesca. Your first on board is flight to Stockholm. I would like to have my personal welcome.
I can see the 737 MAX.
And those of you join us from the one-world freedom flyers. Here in the showers, we always recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. It must be securely fastened when the seatbelt sign is on.
So we finally took off London Heathrow, and bye-bye Heathrow Airport until next time. Well, we've got a great view here. Oh my god. I think it's now flaps 1. Look at the view, guys. So anyways, I will see you once we're like halfway through the flight. And we're just passing over the M25 or something. So anyway guys, I'll see you a bit later. Alright, so we're kind of like halfway through the flight and we're not flying over the UK anymore, so we've said our byes. And by the way, so we've said our bye-byes. Now we're just flying towards the left side of the I think it's just to the coast of the Netherlands, to the Dutch coast. I think we're just flying like, it says here they've got a map, so it shows that we are flying like over Netherlands. Well, not over the Netherlands, we're like next to the coast of Netherlands and Germany. So we should be there in about probably an hour or something. Should be arriving at Stockholm in about an hour. So this route is going to take us over Denmark, and so the local time at London is 18:07, whereas the local time at Stockholm is 19:07. Meaning that we should have another an hour and a half to go or something like that. So we're not too far. 2 hours isn't really a 2 hours isn't a long flight at all. It's just a short haul flight. This is the wing, by the way. We've got a great wing view here at seat 14A. Decent wing view and decent amount of legroom. But one thing. So by the way, the cabin crew are just coming around serving snacks and refreshments and drinks and stuff like that. But one thing that British Airways pisses me off is that they cannot accept cash. They either accept their Avios thing, the frequent fly program, the points, or they like kind of cash points, something like that, or they accept credit cards. It is really disappointing they cannot accept cash. What if someone doesn't have? What if someone only has cash? If you see like airlines like Norwegian or Ryanair, they will accept cash. Well, I don't know why, but British Airways needs to pay the price for what they're not doing. So we're just flying over the coast of, I think it's either Netherlands or Germany. So let's see where, and we're cruising at 37,000 feet. And So it shows here that we're almost approaching the Danish airspace. Then we'll be coming into the Swedish airspace. At the moment we're flying over the North Sea. And we've got an hour and 24 minutes until landing. And we have a distance of 896 kilometers and a ground speed of 835 kilometers an hour, which I do not know what it is in miles. I just count it in miles an hour. We're like 37,000 feet up in the air right now. And outside air temperature right now, outside here is minus 53 degrees centigrade. And we have a headwind of 5 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure about the tailwind. So by the way, instead of purchasing something on board British Airways, I just got a sandwich from Heathrow. It's this one. I got it from Heathrow, and it's pret a manger, so it consists of mozzarella cheese and tomatoes or peppers or something like that. I think this is much better than British Airways in-flight thing, the M&S on board. They don't have M&S on board on the long flights and medium haul flights. I think they only have on like European flights. Doesn't matter what type of aircraft, they only have on European flights. So British Airways done a good job by doing M&S on board because they cannot. It's because of, I think that they just like, they used to have one sandwich only. They just get given you a sandwich and a drink. But now you have a wide variety of wide selection here. You can choose any of these. But unfortunately, I cannot have the chance to get any because I don't have cash. I only have cash with me. Haven't got a credit card yet, but I will hopefully soon. So should be arriving in about an hour and 20 minutes, which really isn't that much. But anyways, let's just enjoy this snack with great views over nothing, with just clouds and sunny views and nice A320 wing. This aircraft is newer as well. It's built in like August or September 2008, so it's almost 10 years old. So it's not very old. And not new, but the inside, the overhead panels look newer than you think. They look a bit older than you think, but they're like, Airbus starting delivered these on the A320 family from 2007 onwards. The new overhead panels. So they're not new, they've been there for like 10 or 11 years, but they still look really nice, whatever they are. And it doesn't matter what age they are, how old they are, they still look much better than the older ones and the old lockers. I like the seat design too. Much better than those old seats they had on BA a few years ago. I think like 3 or 4 years ago they had to fit all these short-haul aircraft with new seats like this. So anyways, let's enjoy the meal, and I will see. I'm not going to be filming the toilet because it looks exactly the same as last week when we flew in G-EUUY. It looks exactly the same. It looks just like you think. So therefore I'm not going to film it. But anyways, we'll see you during our descent into Stockholm Arlanda Airport. So bye for now. Alright guys, so we're now descending into Stockholm Arlanda Airport, and I think we only have another 10 minutes left until landing. And actually we are in the Swedish airspace, so we can see Sweden down below us. And we've only got another few minutes to go to landing, so it's been a nice flight on board BA from London Heathrow Airport, and we are almost approaching Arlanda Airport, so we will be approaching Terminal 2. And yeah, so it's been a really good flight on board this aircraft. Once again, the registration is G-EUUY, Echo Uniform Uniform Yankee, built in 2008. Well, I just need to put my seat in the upright position. There we go. Yeah, seatbelt was fast. Then legroom's been okay, and my tray table is folded, my armrest is down, and window blind is open obviously, and then so all hand luggage is stowed in the overhead lockers. And I've enjoyed this flight experience. I've enjoyed the flight on board British Airways. British Airways, to fly to serve. That's the slogan of British Airways, by the way. To fly to serve. So we are in Sweden now. Nice to be back here after a week, or even 10 days, a week and a half, let's just say. Down below us we can see Sweden. So welcome to Sweden, everyone. The sun's killing me. Again, I've enjoyed the flight. Seat's been okay. I think that British Airways is a great airline, but one bad thing about it is that they cannot accept cash on the M&S on board thing. But all in all, I think British Airways has very friendly cabin crew and a decent amount of aircraft, a decent amount of legroom, and I think they have a good number of aircraft in the fleet. A319s, 320s and 321s for short haul. They can use 321s for medium haul as well, and for the long haul they have 777, 787 and A380, and they also have A318 from London City Airport to New York JFK via Shannon. So basically they also use the 767 on the short haul. By the way, that is Sweden. So welcome everyone. Now we've got a great view because it's a daytime flight, well mostly even evening, but it's still, we haven't reached the night time yet. So we've got a great view of whatever we have. And really good scenery. I think that British Airways is a very good airline. On long haul they have 777, 787 Dreamliners, A380 and A318, but no more 767 on long haul. They're all retired. We only have them on short haul, and the 767s which operate for British Airways' short haul network are to be leaving the fleet and retiring at the end of this year. So British Airways does have two A320neos as well. They have a lot more on order, I think, to replace the older aircraft such as the 767. And this A320 is equipped with IAE engines. Same for the rest of the British Airways A320 family fleet, apart from the A318, which has one A318 we only have, which has CFM56 engines. But I think that IAE sounds better. It's got better sounds, I think. Well, it's got a bit of a smaller engine, but I think it can be more efficient. And British Airways also has BA City Flyer flying to a few destinations from Stansted, and mostly flies from City Airport, which obviously it does. So British Airways mostly flies from Heathrow and does have some flights from Gatwick, but it mostly flies from Heathrow. It flies from Gatwick too, but the largest base is Heathrow, with the second largest base being at Gatwick. It goes from Gatwick South Terminal, and it goes from Heathrow's Terminal 5 mostly, and a few flights from Terminal 3 at Heathrow. I don't know why. But British Airways' Heathrow to Stockholm route operates from Heathrow's Terminal 5 and goes to Arlanda Airport's Terminal 2. It used to go to Terminal 5 at Arlanda, but now it goes to Terminal 2. I wish it could go, because I like Terminal 5 more. It's bigger and I know it more. But Terminal 2 is a bit smaller and quieter. Like there you have airlines such as Air France, KLM, WOW Air, and this one, BA and some others, I think. What other airlines do you have? I'm not sure. I will see you when we're on our last finals. Right, so we're almost there. So really isn't long left now. And I think the British Airways is a good airline and it's the flag carrier of the United Kingdom. It's a shame it doesn't really operate that much flights from Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. It flies from England. So they've called it British Airways. And another large airline alongside British Airways, I'd say the second largest airline in the UK is Virgin Atlantic. And the flaps are being extended for landing. And I think it's being flaps 1 or 2. I think it's flaps 2. On the A320 family, the flaps are different than the 737. I think the A320 flap system should be almost the same as the A330 and A340. I'm not sure, because the A320 and A330 are kind of similar, as in the system. Their system is quite similar, like their cockpit system, I think. They both have joysticks, but the 737s and all these, the Boeing aircraft, all have steering wheels. The A300 and A310 have steering wheels as well, with the A320 family, A330, 340 and 380, and I think the 350 as well. They should have the joystick, which isn't as easy as the steering wheel, obviously. Well, who knows? On the A320 you have flaps 0, 1, 2, 3 and full flaps. But on the 737 you have like flaps 30, 40 and you know, etc. Okay. Landing gear is extended, the wheels are out. And I think it's flaps 3, isn't it? So we are ready for landing. Thank you very much. I've got a better view here. We're getting even closer to the ground every second. And I think it is flaps 3. On the A320 it's much different. It's easier to tell the flap setting as a passenger on the A320 family. It's the same with the A318, 19 and 21. So we're getting close to Arlanda, which we in fact are. So it's not going to be a hard braking, but I think it's going to be idle reverse, because that's what BA mostly uses. Well, for short runaways only they use full reverse, or I think it depends on what exit they have to take from the runway. But I think on this landing it's going to be idle reverse, and it's a flaps 3 as well. And it was flaps 3 last flight on the last flight report. So I can see everything better now, because we're close to the ground. So I am ready for landing, and we all are, and we can see Sweden now. So we are in Arlanda Airport, so welcome everyone. So I am ready for landing, and all other passengers are, and the crew is. And are you ready for landing? So are you all ready for this landing? Okay, ready? Excellent touchdown, well done BA. And it is idle reverse like I said it will be, and no hard braking. So welcome everyone here. So So finally landed, and no hard braking, and I'm happy we arrived. So welcome everyone to Sweden and Stockholm Arlanda Airport. So we finally arrived.
Welcome to Stockholm. The time now is 25 minutes past 8. Please do remain seated with your seatbelt fastened
Alright,
until the fastener.
so welcome everyone here to Sweden.
Do take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. When it's safe to move around, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you.
Alright then.
Smoking is not permitted until
The spoilers are really huge, much larger than the 737. The A320 is mostly similar to 737.
We look forward to seeing you again in the very near future. Thank you and a very good evening.
So we arrived, I'm happy we did. And next time I'll be flying on Norwegian back to London, and it's London Gatwick, but from Arlanda's Terminal 5. And the flaps are being retracted after landing, and after this route, this aircraft will be flying back to London Heathrow, operating as BA783, and will operate back to London again now, after we've left and the new passengers have boarded. Alright, so we're making our way to the gate, and we're going to Terminal 2, obviously. So welcome everyone here. I can't believe we're going over a road. It's like 8:30 PM here and it's still sunlight. It's nothing unusual in Scandinavian countries at all. Like Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland, Greenland, or even north of Canada, or even, I don't know. But it's nothing unusual here. It's the same with Scotland as well, and one of the engines is shut down, and that's the UPS 757. Can't believe we reached our parking position that early. That's the DHL Cargo 757 as well. This is 737. Don't know what it is. So welcome to Sweden, everyone. That's, what is that, Amapola? Something, I think it's a kind of a cargo. I think it only flies within Sweden, which it does. So I think we are reaching our parking position. So welcome back everyone to Stockholm Arlanda. And I think we are going to be parked on gate 86 like last time where we boarded from, because that's where British Airways mostly comes to Stockholm at. And that's a Finnair. A321 is that? Wherever it is, no, I think it's A320. But wherever it is from Helsinki. That's an SAS Bombardiers. Well, that's Terminal 3 over there at the distance. And opposite that you have Terminal 4, and then opposite Terminal 4 you have Terminal 5. By the way, this is an A321 which is going to go to Helsinki. It's just an hour away from here, or even an hour and a half. It is less than 2 hours, it's quite close. What gate are we parked on? I think it's gate 66. I can tell, I think it is 66. So there we are, we have found a parking position and we are parked next to a Finnair A321. Registration is OHLZA.
Cabin crew doors to manual and cross check.
So it came all the way from Helsinki and will be flying back there to where it lives. So this aircraft will be going back to Heathrow, obviously. Told you we're parked on gate 66. I thought it was going to be 86 like all the time. So we're coming to a stop. And came to a stop, so that's it, there we are. Alright everyone, so welcome to Stockholm Arlanda Airport's Terminal 2. And I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Please do like and comment. Please do like my videos and please do leave a comment if you have any questions. And also, you are more than welcome. Please feel free to subscribe my channel if you're obsessed with trains or aviation or planes and etc. And also, please do like my previous videos, especially the previous flight report and also the train spotting at Ealing Broadway, which I am sorry for uploading late. And I am sorry if I've uploaded this video a bit later than usual. Anyways, so yeah, and my next flight report will be on the 8th of June from here, Stockholm, Arlanda, back to London Gatwick with Norwegian. And then, this is the last time coming to Sweden for a period of time, and then I'll be flying back to London, where I will be staying and living there. So we finally arrived, and that's the end of the flight report. So yeah, if you have any questions, just don't suffer in silence. I'm always there for you. If you have any questions, just ask me and I will answer as soon as possible. I'm always up to date with these kind of things on YouTube. So yeah, so that's it really. So thank you very much once again for watching, and please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So
I have a question.
yeah, thank you, and we'll see you.